Alright, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be going over the latest updates around XDefiant, which surprisingly after the most recent playtest they've already basically said, no, not basically, like the title isn't clickbait. The executive producer for XDefiant tweeted and actually said in his tweet, release date coming very soon. Now I think I've heard that before like 7 months ago after the last playtest, but this time I actually think that it might be true. So yeah, we're going to go over the stuff on Twitter and maybe talk a little bit, give my opinion on the playtest that happened last weekend. Whenever there is something new for this game, I will be covering it. I don't plan on putting out 1,000 videos about stuff I don't know what I'm talking about, like Mr. Boss for the Win does on GTA or whatever, but like whenever something important that I feel like needs to be known comes out, I'll make sure I post something about it here. The first tweet we have is a giant picture of text. So I'm going to go ahead and read through this. Hello, everyone. First off, thank you to everyone that participated in our server test session. We got a lot of great data to help us tune the servers and netcode. The team felt really good about how the test went, and we are really excited about getting to launch, and we will have more info on when that will be very soon. Very soon is such like a vague thing. It could be 2 months from now. It could be next week. What does very soon mean? I don't know. That's the only thing I'm worried about, but whatever, let's continue. So let's talk about the results of the test. We know it wasn't perfect for everyone, but because of your feedback and the data we collected, we were able to identify a few things that we can tune to improve the experience. An analogy I've used when discussing our new netcode versus the old netcode is that previously we had an old kind of busted guitar. No. That is an understatement. That is, look, I don't know how many of you guys actually played like the first play test, but if you moved, you lagged. If you shot, you lagged heavy. If another player moved near you and you were trying to shoot them, that fight was always super laggy. Like there was a little bit of issues about getting shot around corners and stuff like that in the most recent playtest, but it really wasn't that bad. And compared to the first one, it was miles better, and the guns felt better too, right? Also, yeah, this background gameplay, I was single-handedly holding down this objective. Now we have a new guitar, but it needs tuning, and that's what this test helped us do. So thank you. I want to share with you 3 of the biggest things that we learned from the test. Some of these issues we were able to tune during the live test, and some will improve before we go live and continue to improve after launch. Cool. Delta 01 errors. These may be one of the issues that was causing extra latency issues, i.e. getting shot around corners. Yeah, that's literally the only thing that I had a problem with. You know, it wasn't even that bad for me, but I did have a couple times where I died and I felt like I was well around the corner. Although I think one time it was because of the fire rounds, which to me, I'm going to be honest, pro tip here, the fire rounds are best on snipers because with the TAC 50 sniper, if you hit them in like the lower body or the limbs or something, you're going to do like 92 damage, which isn't enough to one shot. But if you have the fire rounds on, I think it will one shot people. As long as they're not running the class I run, which is the shield class, right? You have 120 health with the phantoms. So yeah, it's pretty clutch. 120 health is nice. But yeah, a couple times it wasn't fire damage and I was still dying around corners. Okay, so number 2 is health bars, both over the player heads and in death cam. We're updating later than the actual damage, giving the impression that your bullets weren't doing damage. I might have noticed that, but I spent pretty much the entire beta using this one singular gun, and it's a shotgun. So for medium range, I'm already not expecting to do damage. But sometimes I feel like I fried people. So maybe it really was just the health bars not updating. I don't know. But I did pick up some of the other guns, and a lot of them kill so fast. Like if the Vector, it kills so fast that I didn't even notice the health bar. So let's go to number 3. Lastly, we were not aggressive enough with our matchmaking when trying to find matches, so people had higher pings than we would have wanted. This was partially fixed during the test, so the last day of the test should have been better than previous days. Yeah, it felt good every day to me. Maybe a little bit of ping issues, but I think also once the game comes out, regardless of how good of a game it is, I think in its current state, it's ready to launch. Like exactly how it was in the test, I would play it. And when it does launch, there's going to be way more people playing it because it's going to be officially released and it's free to play. So I think as long as you don't live super far from any server, like you should be getting decent ping. There's going to be enough people to give you lobbies close. It shouldn't be matching you on the other side of the world or anything. And that's contrary to a game like Call of Duty where it will literally use your skill level more than your ping. So you'll be constantly getting lobbies 50 ping and above instead of 50 ping and below. This game, since it's only based off connection, there's no SBMM, it should be, at least in casual games, it should be 50 ping and below every time, as long as you live reasonably close to a server, right? So yeah, that's the end of this little paragraph here. So I guess now we wait for the release date. Who knows when that's going to be. I hope they don't do us like last time and then push the game back forever and come out with another playtest, but it seems like it's ready to go. I mean, from my experience playing the game, it genuinely seems like it's ready to go, and I think they could launch it right now and people would enjoy it. Me personally, I can't wait for the game to drop because a lot of the other games are feeling really stale right now, especially FPS games. We can assume that it's going to have some annoying microtransactions. I mean, it's Ubisoft and it's free to play, so it's going to be filled with like $30 cosmetics probably, but that's optional, man. I don't really see how they can mess this game up besides just not launching it or adding some pay to win feature like Tarkov did. I can make a whole separate video on that. I haven't played that game in forever though, so I don't really care about it as much. Also, I was terrorizing them in this gameplay. And the other team wasn't even that bad. It's just the way I play this game and the gun I'm using, because like the A12 is my favorite gun, right? I'm going to have that gun gold within 3 days after the beta comes out probably. Like it's the only gun I'm going to use. And with the Phantom class, the 120 health, the shields and the shield ult, it's very, very good for objective play. So you can usually end up on the top of the team no matter what. Definitely Vector's OP though. That's one thing also that I liked compared to the last beta is the guns felt better all around. They felt more viable. All of the shotguns felt nice. The LMGs even felt good, and I couldn't kill a single person with an LMG in the first beta. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a exaggeration, but they felt really bad, and now they feel good. Even the M60, which is like the worst one, was feeling good. The RPK felt viable. It felt like it might even be better than the AK, I'm not sure. Snipers are really good. I mean, yeah, this game needs to hurry up and drop, so we have something to play. I'm ready for it, man. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date on XDefiant and just other games in general. I mean, this isn't the only game I'm going to be playing or uploading, but whenever something needs covered, I'll cover it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.